Hello, everyone. Today we are diving into the world of one of the most popular TV series of the late 70s, BJ and the Bear. This is the story of truck driver BJ McKay and his faithful companion, a chimpanzee named Bear. Together they traveled along the roads of America, meeting adventures, friends, and many enemies. But behind the fun trips and exciting moments are the personal stories of the actors who played the bright characters of the series. In this video, we will tell you about the fates of 22 actors who left a mark not only on the screen, but also in the hearts of viewers. One of them will have an unexpected and shocking story that you simply must find out. Watch to the end. Murray Hamilton, as Captain Rutherford T. Grant, is a character who added an element of authority and confrontation to the series. Captain Grant was the sheriff who sought to stop BJ and his companion Bear, often using underhanded and overbearing methods. His character provided tension and served as the series' main antagonist, making every encounter between him and the protagonist a source of dramatic and comic conflict. Grant symbolized the bureaucracy and forces of law and order that the heroes encountered along the way. Murray Hamilton, born March 24, 1923, was an American actor, best known for his roles in the films Jaws, 1975, in which he played Mayor Larry Vaughn, and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, 1966. His career in Hollywood spanned decades, and he was known as a master of playing minor but significant roles. Hamilton often played government officials and authority figures, making him a natural fit for the role of Captain Grant in BJ and the Bear. Murray Hamilton died on September 1, 1986, at the age of 63 from lung cancer. His passing was a loss to the film world, as he was an important figure in the industry and played many memorable roles. His character in BJ and the Bear remains one of his iconic television works. John Dulligan as Nick is a character who was one of the main character's frequent companions. Nick, being a friend and ally to BJ, helped him overcome various difficulties on the road. Dulligan brought elements of kindness and humor to the series, making his character an important part of the show's dynamic. His support and friendship with BJ added depth to the series, showing the power of camaraderie. John Dulligan, born November 27, 1930, was an American actor known for his numerous television roles. In addition to his appearance on BJ and the Bear, he also starred in such series as MASH, MacGyver, and Star Trek: The Next Generation. He had a talent for playing character roles, adding realism and humanity to his characters. John Dulligan died on January 7, 2003, at the age of 72. His death was a loss to the television industry, as he was an acclaimed character actor whose contributions to television remain meaningful to fans of classic series. His role in BJ and the Bear was an important part of his acting career. Charles Napier as Hammer is one of the show's standout characters, often found in the middle of action scenes and conflicts. Hammer was a tough and gritty character who stood in opposition to the main character. His mannerisms and approach to solving problems created many tense and dramatic situations, which added spice to the series. Hammer was the archetypal tough guy that BJ had to fight against in order to maintain freedom and justice. Charles Napier, born April 12, 1936, was an American actor best known for his roles as villains and tough guy characters. His strong jaw and masculine good looks made him an ideal choice for such roles. He appeared in many famous films and TV series, including Rambo, First Blood, 1982, where he played Marshall Murdoch, and South Park, where he voiced characters. Napier had a powerful screen presence that made him unforgettable to audiences. Charles Napier died on October 5, 2011, at the age of 75 from complications following surgery. His passing was a loss to the film industry, as he was one of the most recognizable character actors of his time. His role as Hammer in BJ and the Bear remains one of his signature television works, making him a household name among action fans. Claude Akins as Sheriff Elroy P. Lobo is a character who became a key antagonist in the series and later got his own spin-off, The Misadventures of Sheriff Lobo. Sheriff Lobo was a corrupt and cunning police officer who constantly harassed BJ, using any means available to thwart him. Despite his villainous traits, Lobo's character was also comedic, which added a lighter touch to the series and made it popular with viewers. Claude Akins, born May 25, 1926, was a famous American actor who appeared in over 100 films and television series. His large, imposing appearance made him an ideal choice for roles of sheriffs, military men, and tough men. Akins had memorable roles in such projects as Inherit the Wind, 1960, Rio Bravo, 1959, and The Killers, 1964. He had charisma and a deep voice which made him popular among fans of westerns and action films. Claude Akins died on January 27, 1994, at the age of 67 from cancer. His death left a great legacy in the world of cinema, as he was an important figure in classic Hollywood. His role as Sheriff Lobo in BJ and the Bear and his own spin-off made him an iconic figure in the world of TV villains and comedy characters. Ed Lauter as Captain John Sebastian Kane is a character who represents the typical tough boss that the main character BJ McKay constantly encountered. Captain Kane always demonstrated authority and severity in his methods, which made him a vivid antagonist of the series. His conflicts with BJ added tension to the plot. Ed Lauter, born October 30, 1938, was not only an actor but also a multifaceted person with a rich life experience. He began his career on the stage, where he received recognition for his acting skills, and then moved on to film and television. Lauter was known for his distinctive face and deep voice, which made him ideal for roles of tough and powerful men. He was a man dedicated to his craft, always delving deeply into his characters and giving them uniqueness. Lauter was often noted by colleagues as a professional with a great work ethic and passion for acting. Ed Lauter died on October 16, 2013, at the age of 74 after battling mesothelioma, a rare form of cancer. His passing was a significant loss to the film industry, as he left behind a rich legacy of work that continues to inspire actors and audiences. Jock Mahoney as Jason T. Willard is a character who added charisma and confidence to the series. Mahoney portrayed a confident man whose presence always commanded attention, especially when confronted with the main characters. His character was the opposite of B.J. S. more relaxed style. Jock Mahoney, born February 7, 1919, was not only an actor but also a stuntman, making him one of the most dynamic and versatile figures in the film industry. Mahoney showed an interest in physical activity and athletic achievements from an early age, which helped him begin a career in Hollywood as a professional stuntman. His physical fitness and stunt skills made him in demand in both films and television. Mahoney was also known for his charisma and confidence on screen, making him a favorite with viewers. During his long career, he demonstrated not only physical strength, but also the ability to convey emotion and drama through his roles. Jock Mahoney died on December 14, 1989, at the age of 70 from a stroke. His passing was a significant loss to the film industry, as he was a true master of his craft whose contribution to cinema was enormous. Slim Pickens as Sergeant Beauregard Wiley is the character that brought a comical and friendly element to the series. Sergeant Wiley was a lighter character who often found himself in funny situations. His interactions with BJ added a fun and relaxed atmosphere to the series. Slim Pickens, born June 29, 1919, was a unique figure in film and television. The actor's real name was Louis Burt Lindley Jr., but he took the stage name Slim Pickens, which emphasized his cowboy roots. From childhood, he was fond of rodeo and the cowboy lifestyle, which led him to a successful career on the silver screen. Pickens was a man who managed to turn his love for cowboy culture into professional success. Despite the outward simplicity of his characters, he was respected by colleagues for the depth he gave to his roles. Pickens was known for his quirky humor and ability to play sincere and warm-hearted characters. Slim Pickens died on December 8, 1983, at the age of 64 after a long battle with a brain tumor. His death left behind a great legacy, and his cowboy lifestyle and acting continued to inspire many people. Conchata Ferrell as the Fox. Her character was one of the women who encountered BJ and added romantic and sometimes comical notes to the series. Fox, as she was called, was an independent and self-confident woman who always knew how to stand up for herself and was not afraid to take on challenges. Conchata Ferrell, born March 28, 1943, was a talented American actress whose career spanned more than 4 decades. Her acting career began on the stage, where she gained recognition for her vibrant images. Ferrell was known for her rich voice and ability to convey depth through comedic and dramatic roles. Although her career was primarily associated with television projects, she was a real star of the theater where she received many awards. Colleagues always noted her as an actress who brought warmth and heart to each of her projects. Conchata Ferrell died on October 12, 2020, at the age of 77, from complications following cardiac arrest. Her death was a loss to television and film, as she was one of those actresses whose heartfelt performances touched the hearts of millions of viewers. Angela Ames as Honey is the character who brought elements of levity and comedy to the series. Honey was a charming and attractive woman whose spontaneity and friendliness made her a favorite of the viewers. Her interactions with BJ were the source of many funny and romantic moments. Angela Ames, born February 27, 1956, was an American actress known for her roles that highlighted her comedic talents and natural charisma. Despite her short career, Ames was able to win the sympathy of viewers thanks to her bright images and ability to convey joy and positivity on screen. She was an actress with great potential, but unfortunately, her career and life were cut short too early. Angela Ames died on July 27, 1988, at the age of 32 from heart failure caused by myocarditis. Her death shocked fans and colleagues, as she was a young and talented actress whose future seemed promising. Richard Deacon as Sheriff Masters is a character who added an element of power and authority to the series. Sheriff Masters was a typical lawman that BJ had to deal with on his way. His tough but fair nature made him an interesting character who personified justice. Richard Deacon, born May 14, 1921, was a renowned character actor who made a huge contribution to television and film. During his career, he played many colorful characters, both on television and in film. His ability to play strict but kind people made him a sought-after actor. Colleagues noted him as a person with a great sense of humor and professionalism, who always brought a special depth to his roles. Richard Deacon died on August 8, 1984, at the age of 63 from heart failure. His death was a great loss to the television world, as he was one of the most recognizable actors of his time. Bill McKinney, as Jim Ricker, is a character who added drama and tension to the series. McKinney played a tough man whose interactions with the main character were based on conflicts and disagreements. Bill McKinney, born September 12, 1931, was known for his strong dramatic roles and his enormous acting range. He was not just an actor, but a man with a wealth of life experience, which he used to make his characters believable. McKinney was known as a hard worker and a dedicated person, whose roles were always vivid and memorable. Bill McKinney died on December 1st, 2011, at the age of 80 after a long battle with cancer. His passing left a significant mark on the film industry, as he was an actor whose work continued to inspire generations of viewers. John Lupton as Agent Hull is the character who personified the law enforcement officer in the series. Agent Hull was strict, professional, and dedicated to his job. His character was in constant conflict with BJ, which created a tense atmosphere and added drama to the series. John Lupton, born August 23, 1928, was a talented actor with a theater background who was able to break into the world of television and film through his acting talent and determination. During his career, he often appeared in westerns and dramatic television series, becoming a favorite of the public for his sincerity and ability to embody both strong and vulnerable characters on screen. John Lupton died on November 3, 1993, at the age of 65. The cause of death was complications from a stroke. His passing was a heavy blow to his colleagues and fans, as he was a recognized master of his craft. Lupton left behind a rich legacy of television work that continues to inspire new generations of actors. Julie Gregg as Sally is a character who brought an element of romance and levity to the series. Sally was a kind-hearted and attractive woman who BJ crossed paths with during his adventures. Her character added warmer and more emotional tones to the series, showcasing different aspects of the main character's personality. Julie Gregg, born January 24, 1944, was an actress of great talent and charisma. Her career began on the stage, where she quickly proved herself to be a talented performer. Her beauty and acting skills helped her quickly find a place in Hollywood, where she became known for her roles in films and television. Julie was also a stage actress, for which she received high reviews from critics. Julie Gregg died on November 7, 2016, at the age of 72 after a long and painful battle with cancer. Her death left a deep void in the hearts of her colleagues and fans. Illness took her too soon, but her legacy lives on through her roles that have become part of classic television. Hank Brandt as Landry is a character who was a strict and stern man whose job forced him to clash with the main characters. Landry was a typical lawman who often put BJ in trouble, causing conflicts and adding an element of tension to the series. Hank Brandt, born June 4, 1934, was known as a character actor who, over the course of his long career, managed to gain recognition for his skillful and sincere impersonations. He was a professional who dedicated himself to the art of acting, and his colleagues always noted his dedication and the depth with which he approached each character. Brandt was a man whose career included many roles in television and film. Hank Brandt died on December 4, 2004, at the age of 70. The cause of death was heart disease. His passing was a loss to the television world as he was a respected actor with a great contribution to the industry. His roles will live on in the memories of viewers. Robert J. Wilkie as Mr. Stevens. His character was a strict and domineering man whose decisions and actions had a significant impact on the development of events in the series. Mr. Stevens was an authority figure, and his relationships with other characters were often built on confrontation. Robert J. Wilkie, born May 18, 1914, was an American actor who played many bright and memorable roles during his long career. He was best known as an actor in westerns, where he often played the roles of stern and strong men, but his talent extended far beyond one genre. Wilkie was a respected professional whose dedication to his craft and acting skills brought him recognition among colleagues and audiences. Robert J. Wilkie died on March 28, 1989, at the age of 74. The cause of death was heart failure. His passing was a great loss for the industry, as he was a true master of his craft, whose works became part of the golden fund of American cinema and television. Joyce Gilson as Reporter 1. Her character was a reporter who followed the events of the series and provided the audience with context about what was happening. Joyce added an important element of media interaction to the series, making it more relevant and interesting for the audience. Joyce Gilson, born December 9, 1945, was not only an actress, but also a renowned astrologer, author, and consultant to Hollywood celebrities and politicians. Her diverse interests and talent made her a unique personality in Hollywood. Gilson consulted many famous people, and her predictions were considered important and accurate. In addition to astrology, she was also active in television and film, where she was able to prove herself as an actress. Joyce Gilson died on October 1, 2004, at the age of 58. The cause of death was complications after surgery. Her death was a shock to many, as she was a well-known and respected figure in several fields, and her absence left a noticeable void in the lives of those who worked with her and whom she advised. J.D. Cannon as Gurley is a character who added an element of grit and conflict to the series. Gurley was a lawman or influential force who was often in conflict with the main character, BJ. His relationships with other characters were often tense and intriguing to viewers, as his decisions and actions had a significant impact on the development of the plot. J.D. Cannon, born April 24, 1922, was an American actor with a distinguished career that spanned several decades. He received recognition for his strong and charismatic roles in various television series and films. Cannon was known for his deep and complex portrayals, which captured the attention of both critics and audiences. Despite his fame, he always remained humble and dedicated to his craft, with full respect for his profession. Cannon made an enormous contribution to the development of American television and left behind a rich legacy. J.D. Cannon died on May 20, 2005, at the age of 83. The cause of death was natural aging. His death was a loss to the industry, but his work remains alive in the memories of television and film fans. Lee Paul, as the country comfort client. His character was one of the people who brought some light-hearted and comical moments to the series. The client was a regular customer that BJ and his companions often encountered on the road. Although his role was episodic, it added shades of humor and comfort to the series. Lee Paul, born June 16, 1939, was an American actor and stuntman who made a name for himself through his appearances in numerous television projects and films. Paul was known for his physical fitness and ability to perform difficult stunts. His career not only included acting but also his work behind the scenes, where he became a recognized master of stunt scenes. Lee Paul was a man who was never afraid to take risks and take on difficult challenges, which made him in demand in the industry. Lee Paul died on September 3, 2019, at the age of 80. The cause of death was natural causes. His passing was noticeable among fans of classic cinema, as he was a man who contributed not only to acting, but also to the development of stunt work in Hollywood. Luke Askew as Blackwell is one of those characters who added an element of tension and intrigue to the series. Blackwell was a serious and mysterious character whose actions always left the audience waiting for unexpected turns. His role was to create conflict situations, which made him an important element of the plot. Luke Askew, born March 26, 1932, was an American actor whose distinctive roles in film and television made him one of the most recognizable character actors of his time. He had a unique appearance and a deep voice, which made him ideal for playing mysterious and rugged characters. Askew was recognized for his skill in playing complex and multi-layered roles that required both physical and emotional commitment. Luke Askew died on March 29, 2012, at the age of 80 after a long battle with lung cancer. His death was a loss to the film industry, as he was one of those actors whose work left a significant mark on the world of film and television. His contribution to cinema lives on through his memorable roles. Jack Ging as the inspector. His character was one of the key representatives of the law in the series. The inspector was a man of iron principles and strict rules, which made him an adversary for the free-spirited BJ. His constant attempts to control and dictate to others were a source of conflicts that made the series more intense and dynamic. Jack Ging, born November 30, 1931, was a famous American actor who distinguished himself not only in TV series, but also on the big screen. His career began with small roles, but he soon became in demand for his charismatic and authoritative roles. Ging had extraordinary strength and a confident presence on screen, which made him ideal for roles of military men, police officers, and other authority figures. Colleagues noted him as a person with a deep sense of responsibility and professionalism. Jack Ging died on September 9, 2022, at the age of 90. His death was a loss to television, but his legacy in the form of numerous roles lives on, inspiring new actors to equally significant achievements. Christopher Connolly as Jack Hilton. His character added tension and drama to the series. Jack Hilton was a serious and determined character who constantly found himself in conflict situations. His interactions with the main characters were the source of many key plot points. Christopher Connolly, born September 8, 1941, was an American actor whose career began in theater productions, but soon moved to television and film. Connolly was known for his talent for portraying complex and multi-layered characters, which made him a favorite of directors and audiences. He was also a person who was always looking for new ways to improve his craft and learn from his colleagues in the industry. Christopher had a special charisma, which made his roles unforgettable. Christopher Connolly died on December 7, 1988, at the age of 47 after a long battle with lung cancer. His death was a tragedy for the world of television, as he was an actor with great potential and a promising career. His contribution to film and television remains significant to this day. James Griffith as Uncle Moss is a character who brought an element of depth and wisdom to the series. Uncle Moss was a man with a lot of life experience, whose advice and guidance often helped the main characters in difficult moments. His character represented the strength of family and tradition, which made him an important figure in the development of the plot. James Griffith, born February 13, 1916, was an American actor who became known for his strong and wise roles in film and television during his long career. Griffith had an uncanny ability to embody the roles of older mentors and teachers, which made him popular among directors. He played a huge number of roles during his life, each of which carried his unique interpretation of the character. James Griffith died on September 17, 1993, at the age of 77 from cancer. His death leaves a deep void in the world of cinema, as he was a man who contributed greatly to the development of American television. His roles and wisdom will live on in the hearts of his fans.